Good morning, friends. This session we are going to talk about reading section, that is comprehension. In for both class 10 and 12, this November the board exam, that is the first session exam, is the first part of the exam, board exam commences in November, and therefore reading section appears to be very important. And as it is a MCQ question, definitely let me talk about how the children should attempt, because for the first time class 10 and 12 are going to I mean going to appear at the exam, and they are going to attempt their answers through OMR sheet. So let me first talk about how they should attempt the OMR sheet. See, in all the questions, right from reading, writing, grammar, and literature, in all the four sections, questions will be, in MCQ form. There will be four choices in each question, and only one choice will be the correct answer. Maybe, yes, there will be two correct answers. It appears that there are two correct answers, but that two answers will be also one of the choices. Therefore, we have to be very particular about attempting the question. Now, while writing the answers in the OMR sheet, the students are advised to write in front of that question. Or suppose the question number one has the answer number C, they will blacken the C box, and just on the right side there is a blank. There they will write C. That means the correct answer of question number one, is C. Therefore, they have to write just in the blank on the right hand side of the question, C, and they have to blacken the C box. A, B, C, D, four boxes are there, and circles are there. Suppose question number 7 is having answer B, so they will blacken 7B, and they will write B in front of that question number in the blank space. It is important to write the choice number, ABC, just in the blank in front of the question, as well as it is to be blackened. And while blackening the circles, they are advised to use only ballpoint pen, either black or blue, it doesn't matter, but they should not use any other thing like pencil. That will not be valid. Now, moving on to the reading section, friends, while attempting reading section, because it will be once again MCQ form, that is scanning, is screaming, and scheming, scanning, and what we call diagnosing. So while attempting the reading section, the students must know how to utilize the correct method of comprehension. So in the reading section, they should have some tricks. Now, before going to the passage, because in each question there will be passages, and the first passage may be the shorter one, the second passage for class 12 may be the longer one. It may vary from 350 words to 450. It may be 450 words to 650 for class 12, 300 to 350 for class 10. So number of words doesn't matter. What matters is the methodology of attempting the question. It will be my sincere advice to class 10 and 12 students that before reading the passage, they should first read out the question and the choices given in MCQ form. So once they have read out the choices given in the MCQ form, they will have an idea, first hand information about what kind of questions have been asked, and therefore when they start reading after that, that is the first, that is called screening. The very first method of doing comprehension is going through screening. Read the passage only once. Maybe that as you have read the question and beforehand, and you have seen the choices, so maybe that in the first reading, that means in screening, you will be able to answer question number 5, 6, 7, or question number ABC. Maybe you are able to answer ABC, the very first three questions in after screening. So you should write the answer, because you have to just write the choices. You are not going to write words. Simply you write 1A, 2B, like that, 3C. The choices which are correct, you have to write. So after screening, that means reading at a glance, if you are able to answer one or two or three questions, it is a very good attempt. Then comes, the second method after screening, that is scanning. In a scanning, as you have now read the passage once, you will be able to find out or identify which paragraph has relevance to which questions. So now you will be reading a scanning, you will be reading question wise. If paragraph 1 is for question number 4, so you will first read the question number 4, and then you will read paragraph number 4, and you will see that question number 4 has direct relevance to paragraph 4. You will not read 1 and 2. Now suppose question in a scanning portion, question number 2 is in paragraph number 5. So you will read question number 2, and you will read simultaneously paragraph number 5. Similarly, in the third reading, that is called skim, makhan nikalna, just to extract the main ideas from the abstract ideas. So when you have read out the passage 2 times, now you are able to understand globally what is the passage about, and you have been able to diagnose or scan some of the important points. So now you will be interpreting some of the answers which may not be directly from the lines given from the passage. It may be in an interpretation. So now you, in the skimming portion, you will have to read out 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 passages together to get an answer. It is not necessary that after reading second time you will be able to answer all the questions. So for the third time, that is called skimming, you may have to read 1 and 2 paragraph or 2 and 3 paragraph or 4 and 5 paragraph together to get an answer. And this actually skimming is helpful in particularly answering the question word striking and word power, synonyms. 5 marks questions are there in one of the passages where 5 words are given, and their synonyms or antonyms are given accordingly in the choices. So once you have read the passage, you have understood the meaning of the passage, you are able to understand and comprehend the meaning. Therefore, when you read the third time, you are able to understand that which word is in which paragraph and which word has a synonym in which paragraph. So now you are going to identify paragraph wise the word which is to be answered, particularly for synonym and antonym. So reading the words and striking and finding out where exactly the synonym is there in the passage and where is the word which is having a close meaning. Similarly, antonyms, words having opposite meaning. Maybe that one of the or two of the questions in the passage will have antonyms, opposite, words having opposite meaning. Maybe that when you are reading or going for the third time skimming, you are able to find out the meaning of synonyms and antonyms, and you are able to find out the exact word paragraph wise. Sometimes paragraph is indicated, sometimes paragraph is not indicated. So in both the cases, we'll have to find out, and therefore it is my sincere advice that go through the first round. First read the question before reading the passage, and then go for first reading, that is called screening. And after screening, if you are able to answer one or two questions, it is good. And then you go for a scanning. That means now you have read the question, you are able to understand which question has a relevance to which paragraph. So you are going to now read the second time paragraph wise reading, that is a scanning. And the third one, that is you will have to interpret the answer by reading 1 and 2 paragraph or more than 2 paragraphs together, just to get a global answer of the question. So you may have global comprehension or attempting global answers of the questions given in the third reading, that is called skimming. So altogether you will have to read 3 times. So it is my sincere advice to read the questions before reading the passage. This will save your time, because you will have first-hand information what exactly is being asked in which question and what are the areas where you are going to strike and read fast. So this will also require practicing some of the passages. So in the next video, I will take out an original passage given in the board questions, and then we will discuss about the questions. Thank you. I'm sure this discussion will help you. So altogether we have three methods: screening, scanning, and scheming for comprehension. Thank you. Have a nice day.